Pleasure to welcome back to the show Jon Cooper. And Jon, thank you so much for taking the time. You know, no party tonight in Denver, and you know the cup's in the building, and it's been yours for 2 years, right? And when you know it's there, and that if they win, they get it, how does that sharpen the resolve and the focus in your room for your team?
Well, thanks for having me. Usually when you and I are going through this, good things are happening. So
right.
The resolve in the room, and part of this is just we've been here. We know this feeling. We've been on both sides. I've been a part of the cup-winning team when we had a chance to close somebody out, and you learn from those experiences. And we've not closed teams out. We've closed teams out, but champions have a skill set like none other. But the greatest skill set they have is what's between their ears, and we use that tonight in our advantage, and we're still alive.
Yes, you are. And, I mean, you go out there hoping for another game, and you guys earned that. And I wonder, Jon, and I've talked to Steven Stamkos, and we've talked to Pat Maroon, I think, feels like 3 or 4 times now in this run. You talk about a competitive will and a spirit. And what do you appreciate most about this group, this collective group? And I know it's different from year to year, but this is 3 years that you all largely together have experienced this. When you think about it in a quiet moment, what is it you appreciate most about all of it?
It's what the people don't see. You see everything that goes on the ice and all that. It's what you see in the locker room. And these guys, it is like they're spent. And you think, how are they going to get off the mat? Yeah. And then they get off the mat. And it's amazing to see. And that's where I always think, like, you do a behind the scenes of what goes on. It's remarkable. I remember Wayne Gretzky saying once, you know, when they lost in the Cup to the Islanders, when they got there, they got swept, and you know, all their team walked, nothing wrong with them at all. And they looked in the Islanders' locker room, they weren't even celebrating. They were all at ice bags and packs, and that's what it takes to win. And I've always kept that with me. And you know, when you get these teams, you kind of have to have that attitude, and that's what this group has.
I talk so often about the arena and the idea of being in the arena. I don't care what sport it is, but I have such appreciation for that, for what it takes to step in there, because you could lose, right? And I just wonder if you could describe for us, I mean, it would be debilitating for most of us to try to perform, to try to do our job knowing that, like, if it all goes wrong, we're done. How does a team and a coach, how do you perform when those stakes are as high as they could possibly be?
I'm telling you, it's remarkable, and that's why athletes are the best in the world. Like, it's just coming to me now, but you're watching Fitzpatrick have to sink a putt, and Zalatoris have to sink a putt, and the whole world's watching, and everybody's packed around the green, and you think about, and it's no different. It's no different than having to block a shot, shoot one in the net, make a breakout pass, when everything is happening at top speed, and you have to have the mental wherewithal. There has to be a discipline, and there's a reason you've gotten to the highest part of it in your profession. And then that gamesmanship and not being able to buckle under pressure, it's a special group. And this group's been together, and the guys we've plugged in, just special players. And like I said, it's how you win championships. And, well, we're inching our way closer.
Last thought, and as you were putting the microphone and the headphones on, perhaps you heard me talking about Vasilevsky. In moments like these, the luxury of having big 88 between the pipes. I mean, I imagine when you lay your head down at night, you sleep as well as you could knowing he's back there. What's the value of that man to this run?
Well, I just sit here and think about sports in general, and Guy, the importance of somebody in sport. Like, you look at football, you know, how important is Tom Brady, you know, to his team? Like the quarterback in football and a goaltender in hockey. And you're the last line of defense. That puck goes in the net. You're the one that has to sweep it out and turn the page because they're coming right back at you. And everybody's got their eyes on you, and all he does is deliver. And you talk about a mental mindset of gamesmanship, that kid's got it, and that's why he's the best in the world.